Good day, everyone. Before we start, we need to have a disclosure that there is a risk in the trading. And please, if you try to be on a sim as long as needed before you start using a real money. Today, we are going to share some of the automated signal we have. And then we will be also calling some of the trades, showing you where there is an entry. This is for educational purposes only. And please, if you'd like to follow those trades, has to be on a sim. You're on your own. We are not responsible for your trade. So we are using the DOM here, and the DOM also, we have developed the DOM goes with the automated trade, and showing you also you can take those signals directly from the DOM if you don't want to use the chart. As an example, we have a lot going on right now. If we look at the NASDAQ already hit the target. We can look at the market analyzer and find out it is hit the target, and we are. So this is another way for the trader can also can be connected to your automated trade. That a new version with the DOM has not been released yet. We've been also still on this one here on a test, the DOM, but we should be releasing it very, very soon. As an example, right now we have a new signal on the CL. Let's look at the CL, a new signal, and then we can see we have a buy entry. Be careful on the buy entry signal. There is a lot of buying power on the CL. Your target is 71.44. Again, I'm sorry, Jesus. I'm sorry. I'm trying to put the CL. I put the ES. Actually, I don't know why it's jamming this one. Just a second, please. Okay, no, it is a CL. And let's try to open it a little bit. And we have 71.43, the target on the CL. And trying to open it. We have a double resistance right now. It's a struggle in the CL, and it is going to be a little struggle on the 71.18, but the target is 71.43. This is the latest signal we have on the CL. We have, and I'll try to get you some entries as well. No, there is a little struggling on the 71.17. We have on the DAX an automated trade 4,500. Let's see, where is it? I'll try to catch it. We just chatting with the customers here. We have a new signal on the 6E. You can see from the market analyzer, the entry is 75.15, target 1770. A new target. You can see from the YM, this is the third one here, the YM. It is very pleasant. So you can take those trades, or you can connect the auto trade from. And let me try to put the Forex. So we can copy those trades. Okay, and then we are still here struggling on the CL, and we try to break the 71.17 and then go to 71.43. If I see anything on the dome, I will be showing some entry on the dome as well. The market was really fast, so we will try to help a little bit the traders on their trades. So we have on the U.S. Japanese hit the target, and the second one hit the target. The third one is still struggling, but we have 41 pips on and on. But usually I like the euro dollar. This is my favorite one on the from the entry 723.7. We have 86 bucks. That's it. We are waiting on the a new signal coming out, and I will be looking for a new signal to take as well. And then it shows you where is your entry, trailing stop on the dome. I'm sorry, we are still testing this one here. It's a new thing, the dome with the signal, and then it can be connected to your automated trading or your ATM strategy as well. And or if you don't need to trade from the chart, you can just automate your dome. So it is a little bit advanced, and we are really testing it right now. So I'm testing it with you guys in the public. So we'll see what will happen. Now the CL is gonna try to break the 71.17, and your target, your final destination on the CL is 71.44. So we are just looking for a new signal. Probably there is a good potential. I mean, this is here. There is a signal with an entry telling you to sell and buy. And this is, you can use an ATM or fully automated trade. but in the same time in between, I will be highlighting some of the entry as an example. The ES, we already hit the target. We are already done, and a pull back to the resistance. So once it pulled back to the resistance, that means is going back to test the target again. So I'm just watching it, and I'll let you know if there is any thing here to chew on. I apologize. A lot of traders are talking to me on the Skype. They're chatting with me on the Skype. I've been distracted, but I will try to call some the trades on the DOM, and then we will be looking at ES, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones. I'm going this. This is going banana. I think is the forex. This is the forex. You can use a fully automated trade, and you can use an ATM, which I like to use the ATM. The reason is I like to use the ATM. You can go like this, and you can go like that, and you can take the target down, and is everywhere is taking a trade. So this is where I like to use the ATM. The reason is, like, if I have a target here, and then I wanted to take it down, let's say to the above or below the resistance, or if I wanted to break even +1, I can do that. Stand going and following, like on the left hand side. You can use the floor and fibs automatic. The system use the floor and fibs, but if I wanted to overwrite the auto trade and use my trailing stop, I can do that as well. So yeah, the sound is annoying. I apologize for the sound, but it's a beautiful sound. So I'm gonna try to also, between those two lines here, I will try to find an entries for the Nasdaq and Dow Jones and ES only. In between those signals, I will be trying to find. Look, now we have a sell entry on the YM. We have a sell entry on the YM. The target is 24,612. And also, I will be overriding some of the trades as well. I'm just looking for something to look at, and then we can take some of those trades. We had a very nice run when the markets open, and now we will be if we notice, we have a new signal on the Russell. Let's look at the Russell, and we have on the new signal buy entry, and then we have the target at 631.2. At the moment, I don't have any between the automated trade and the signal. I don't have any gap, but I will be letting you when there is a gap between trades, and I will we will use also the DOM. I want to test the DOM as well. The first DOM I'm testing is the ES. The one in the middle is Nasdaq, and the one on the right corner is the YM. So, and this is really very much advanced system. And I'm trying to get there is a potential on the CL. Let's look at the CL. We had the entry on the CL. If you are not on the trade on the CL yet, wait till the market break the 71.17, because this is a resistance line. If you're thinking about taking long, try maybe you need to put it above 20. But remember, you have a resistance line at 71.57, so it will be very good. If you have not took that trade from the signal where it says buy entry, right now we have 16 ticks in that trade. But if you have not took that trade yet and you like to trade the CL, you gotta wait till the resistance line 17 has crossed, and then you can take the trade above the 71.17, because if you notice here, the CL is struggling on the double resistance. This is a huge resistance area, and once you see double resistance, you need to be careful, even if you are automated trading. So at least you understand whatever system you are using on your automated trading. That means that area, the 71.17, it will be struggling. So now we are looking for a new signal. The minute I see anything on the ES and NASDAQ and or YM, I will be looking now. Where is the CL? Is the 71.17. So be careful with the 71.17. I'm going to stay a little bit quiet. You see where the CL is struggling. So if you are thinking to take long, please wait till across the 7, or if you wanted to put the limited price on the high at 71.19 or 20, do that, but do not take the trade right now, because you have the resistance level here is really blocking the CL to go any further up. So let's at the moment there is no trades in between. So now we have the CL blocked between the 71.17 and 71.08. If we notice on the ES, we hit the target at 27.1275. The market pulled back to the 27.20, and then it got rejected once, twice, 3 times, and now there is only a short trade at the moment, and the destination is 27.12. So this is a short trade, but the entry was at a long. The sell entry was at 22 level, and we hit 27.12. So this is a very good, nice trade, actually. Let me see. I'm waiting for a nice short trade. I'm looking at the ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones, and in a matter of seconds, we're going to hit it. I'm just waiting a little bit, and I will be marking some of those trades. Be careful with the ES, folks. You can see the resistance has been rejected from the resistance. There is a lot of sellers. So we are about to hit the target one more time. But this is the automated. Once it hits the target, it's finished. I'm just gonna, it's gonna be 3 signals in the same time. I'm just waiting on those levels. I think we're gonna have the ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones headed in the same time. We just need to confirm it. For our traders, that version with the DOM, we are still developing much more stuff on this one here. It's taking a little forever, but once we are done with this and release it, it's going to be very nice. But developing with NT8 is become a nightmare. It's a new platform, and sometimes things can take a bit longer than the NT7. So you got to be patient. And sometimes we cannot figure out where the crashing coming from. Or today I have the ES has no signal, and I have 3 different broker connection. And so there is things still, it is a nice platform, but there still needs a lot of things we need to cross over before we can. So I'm sorry for the little delay on the putting out the new system, but because also we are adding and adding and adding, because we wanted to have it a little bit more advanced than the others, and where a customer don't have to look at charts, can look straight at the DOM and decide to take a trade. Or if you want to connect his automated trade to the DOM, or he wanted to use the signal from the market analyzer to hedge the market, that it is an idea. The reason why I like hedging the market, because at the moment we have 597 ticks in the profit, and this is I mean, this is very consistent when you have the right amount of money in the future trading and taking one contract. All those are based on one contract. The first contract is one contract, 24 ticks, NASDAQ 73 ticks, 65 ticks, 64 ticks on the YM. Russell is South, CL 24 ticks, 273 ticks on the DAX, Gold 93 ticks, and 30-year Treasury bond 24 ticks, and 28 ticks on the 6E. Actually, I remember we had the 6E signal here right now, and we're about to hit the target. We had the signal a few minutes here, live in front of you, and we are shining away from that target by a few ticks. I mean, the high was 76.80, and the target was 76.95. Sometimes, guys, nothing is going to be perfect, but I mean, you have to keep your eye on this, because the automated trading is only going to close it at the target. So this is really crazy not to close position because you missed one tick. You can make or feed the auto trade to take a couple ticks or 5 ticks below the target or above the target. You can do that. There is an option to do that. So right now we are sitting on the standby trying to find an entry. Right now, the only instruments we have did go south on the future trading is actually the Russell, and the rest are doing very fine. There is, for the ones who have sent a question, one of my members on the Skype, there is a few signal systems we have developed for the DOM, where You can trade straight out, and there is 3 different systems we have put on the DOM. So I'm trying to simplify it right now. Just put an entry, target, trailing stop on your DOM, and then it fired the signal, and then you can connect it to your automated trading, or you can do it manually. I'm a kind of guy like also to get involved in the trade, not to be all automated. It's nice to have the entry, but also it's nice to have to be in charge and take control when you need it. As an example, like on the 6E, we had the signal right here in front of you guys a few minutes ago, and then we hit 76.80. Of course, the market pulled back to the support line, and it's gonna climb to the 76.95. But why taking the chances if we take in like now, we have the ES is going back to hit the same target one more time. If we notice on the ES, has hit the target 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and so this is the 3rd time right now. The target is hitting the target. Look, this is the 3rd time it hit the target. So for the amateur traders, once you hit the target, there is nothing left, whether you are a manual or an automated. If you notice, once you hit the target, there is nothing for you in there. Usually, once the automated hit the target, the automated trade is not going to take any more trade until we get the new signal. So once the advantage on that is, unlike, let's say, in the standard automated trade, like the other ones we have, it just keep taking the trades. So once this one here hit the target, it's gonna stay out of the market until the market go back, and we're gonna go long. Okay, so for the advanced trader, we have actually short, and a short for the advanced traders, not the amateur. If you want to override the system, you can override the system. And if you notice, I put short on the ES, short on the YM, and a short on the NASDAQ. And you can see right now for advanced trader, $75, $80. I mean, the market is going very fast. And the reason is this is the advantage of a trader can override any automated system. And so, you know, when it's overburned, we recognize when it's overburned, despite the indicators and all the automated trading. I enjoy overriding any system and take over. This is, to me, it is a challenge to do that. So now we have $50 on the ES, $35 on the YM, and the NASDAQ is going down, whether he likes it or not. So on that trade, and for the ones are taking those trades, I'll tell you when to exit. If we can hammer it to the downside, I'll tell you. And if we need to exit, we find it's not going to hold. I'm challenging the target. Usually for amateur trading, once you hit the target, stay out of that business. It's not your game. But for the ones are advanced traders, they've been around this business long enough that can override any system, because they know the tricks more than this guy just been around the block trading for the last 4 or 5 years. And now we have $75 on the ES, and we have $90 on the YM. Whoever followed the trade, please, you are on your own. I'm not responsible for your trade. I'm just asking you to follow me on a sim. Whether you do it or not, that's your problem. So this is where I'm testing my dome. So it's up to you if you want to follow those trades or not. So we are still on the short mood. We have $100 on the ES. Those the trades between the automated and the professional traders. And we have, I called 3 trades right on each other. ES, $62, $20, and $45 right now on those trades. And it's going to hammer. It's going to hammer. Okay, for the ones are following these trades, we need to get you a couple of $300 for your coffee today. And we have $100 on the ES. We have $40 on the NASDAQ, and we have $80 based on one contract on the YM. When I say exit, exit, please. I hope you are on a sim. I'm not responsible for your live trade. We have on one shot 3 call, and we are going to, once I say close it, please close it. Stay on that trade. Whoever is on the ES, you have 112, NASDAQ 75, $80. We're doing fine. $90 on the YM you have. Once I say short out, guys, you need to short out. When I say close, now we have on those call and trade 270, $300 on those call and trades, and much more to go. Do not panic. Do not use an auto trail. I hate these things. An auto trail is nothing but a bad news. This is leave it to the unprofessional traders. Let them gossip as much as they want on the net. This is not your game. And stay, guys, on those trades. We have $300, $400 on that call trade. $150 on the NASDAQ, $150 on the ES, YM, $150, $130, $40. So we have around $450 on those trades. Do not exit until I say so. We have a new target, a new signal on the RTY. When I say exit, exit, guys, do not challenge me, please. I hate it when I don't like to get involved in price action trading, especially when somebody is on the line, but I'm going to do that today. Whoever following that trade, you are on $150 ES, $180 NASDAQ, $120 YM. Do not exit. I don't care what your indicator look like. Please do not exit until I say so. Close it all when I say close it all, please. You have $175 on the ES, $200 on the NASDAQ, $145 on the YM. For the one follow those trades, you have around $600 right now. Do not exit, please. Stay. Stay. Do not panic. Be man. Do not use this dummy or the trailing stop. Please do not use the dummy trailing stop. Use a fibs. Fibs. No dummy trailing stop. It looked like we are about to have we have a new signal on the Russell. I don't know if I said that. Okay. $150. More to go down. More to go, folks. More to go. Couple $100 based on one contract. NASDAQ. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, yes, come on. 200 and a YM based on one contract. Now you have in the pot 600 based on one contract, guys. $600. Let's see if it can hit 1,000. We have a new signal somewhere. I don't know. I lost. Keep your eye. Keep close. If somebody want to go take a short trade on the CL, let's don't do that. Let's stay on the ESYM. Okay, for those trades, you have 225, 200, and 200 on the ES. Do not exit. Keep the mouse close to the close position. Market order. When I call it off, you close it right at the market, please. Stay on that trade. Stay on that trade. Do not panic. You have in the trade right now 225 on the ES, 185 on the NASDAQ, and 190. Come on, let's see if we can make 1,000 out of one contract. Do not panic, guys. We have a new signal somewhere. Stay on that trade. Little pullback. Stay on that trade. I'm hoping that we're gonna get a retracement from the set 2712. So keep your eye. Yes, it's gonna hammer more. We're gonna get probably 1,000 out of those. Okay, we have $600 so far. I'm counting on the retracement on the ES. Let's see if we can have retracement. Little pullback. Do not panic. Once I say close, close. Do not little pullback. Don't let it make you panic. I'm a bit stubborn. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Do not exit yet. Do not exit yet. Do not exit. I'm counting on the 2712. I'm watching this bar if it's gonna close. Trying to find my mouth. I'm trying to see if this one gonna close. Look at this. Look at this. This is a very fine line. Very fine line. Very fine line. It's gonna hammer. It's gonna go down. Let's see. Come on. Come on. The party is not over, guys. This is for the guys who want to panic. Panic as much as you want. Stay on that trend. Break even +1. So now you are on a free trade. It is very important to see where this bar is about to close. Okay, it's enough. Close, close, close. It's finished. It's over. Whatever you did on this one, you did. Congratulations. And this is very good. I'm gonna trying to go get me coffee. And I will be right back, guys. Please stay tuned. Okay, we have, let's try to find something to bite on one more time. Uh, we have the Russell today is really, if we notice the Russell, we had a new entry on the CL when we were calling those trade. Let me see where we are on the CL. You see, this is your $35 zone. This is the best investment you will ever get in your life in this business, because we had the entry right there, and in and out every day when we are going live, we have noticed how powerful those lines are. They are the most powerful lines ever. And can really help you sometimes identify when, I mean, if I have the auto trade taking this buy entry and I see those two lines, maybe I need to skip that trade, because I know when I see double resistance, this is not going to make it. So this is common sense also. We don't need to be brilliant or genius traders or sit down and learn price action for 1 year or 5 years or 10 years in that matter. But for God's sake, at least this trader should know the basic, what is double resistance, and especially if those lines work. Most of the time, I cannot say there is nothing in this business work 100%, but they are nailing it 7, 8 out of 10. This is good enough for me. This is good enough for any trader. So right now we're going to sit on the side, and we are going to find a new entry, and trying to call. Again, if you are following any of those trades, it has to be on a sim. We're not responsible for your trade. This is just educational. So we are expecting you to follow those trades on the sim. This is a strictly educational. We're not collecting information. We're not collecting your email. We don't know who is out there. We just, because a lot of traders asked me to go back online, I did. I'm trying to come online whenever free time I have. So please do not punish me if I'm trying to help you guys. You don't have to follow any of those trades. You can sit on the side, but we're trying to magnify what's going on in the market, whether you are auto trading or you are manual trading. So right now, for the ES trader, whether you are a manual or automated, you have those double resistance are holding your trading or your automated trading to take to go any farther up above the 71.17. Let's go back to see those traders, what they are doing on the ES. Should we go for one more round? Pooh. Okay. Let's try to see. Let's try to go on one more round. What is NASDAQ? NASDAQ. Okay, this is the true average price on the NASDAQ. This is extremely powerful entry, and it is followed by your trailing stop one. Your trailing stop one is minor resistance. So this is a re-entry point here. I didn't pay attention to it, but this is a re-entry point right there. And it is very hard to control every market and keep your eye on everything. But we have talked and covered a lot about that one here. The true average price, and it is on the same line with the first resistance line that indicate that there is a short entry here. You are a long way from home to go long on the NASDAQ, because you have 35 major resistance at 37 and 39. So forget it if you're thinking about going long or you're automated going long. above that number here, your auto, it doesn't matter which auto trade you're using, whether it's yours or mine or somebody else, you will be struggling in those areas, and that is going to cause your auto trade to lose money. Let me try to find an entry on the ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones. Hold on, guys. Let's see. I mean, there is a lot of a small trade, but we need a big stake to chew on. Let me see what we can find. At the moment, there is nothing for a manual trading, so we're going to let the auto trade take over. It's going to take time before we find something. But the NASDAQ is pissed me off. I missed it. This is a perfect entry on the NASDAQ right there. The true average price, if you notice the previous videos and everything, we covered a lot on it. And the trailing stops here, they are based on the floor and fibs, minor resistance line, and a major resistance line. Okay, Puha. Despite all that, we have one south from the entry signal is the Russell. We are down 11 ticks. We still 32 ticks, 33 ticks up on the ES, NASDAQ 92 ticks, YM 103, CL 14, DAX 300, gold 84, 30-year treasury bond 26. And the 6 we already, as I remember, we had an entry here and we took the trade. Look, it hit the target, and now we have a new entry on the 6E. And the target, it's nothing holding the 6E. Is the target is 72.30, 72.30. Be careful with the ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones for the guys are taking manual. There is a little struggling. Let's see what will happen. This one here now is going to drive you yo-yo between up and down, and it's going to drive your automated trade and losing a lot of money if you're not careful. Doesn't matter where this automated trade coming in, because now we are in middle of direction on the ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones. So let's see what will happen. It look like the market is fixing to dive in again. There is a lot of sellers on the ES. Let's see. Hold on. For the ones are amateur trading, when you are using the automated trading, and when you hit the target, your party is over, and then you wait on a new signal. But for the ones are a little bit advanced trading, we can push this market a little bit farther down if we want to. We have a new signal somewhere, probably on the okay, target hit on the euro dollar. No, euro Japanese. Okay, right there. Okay, let's see. Actually, normally, once you hit the target, you should not be thinking about it. If you are like me on the lazy side, you're not in the mood to think. Once you hit your target on the ES, you should call it off. And we hit the target a couple of 3 times on the ES. So now we are waiting. Okay, finally the Russell start kicking in. Let me see what it's doing with the Russell. Okay. We have sell on entry on the Russell. If you are a Russell trader, be careful from the 1614 and 1615. This is going to be a little turbulence in there, and probably there is a retracement. but your target is 11.3. No trade right now on the ES. This is a really critical area. We are in the yellow, so there is no trade. If I see anything to bite on, I will call the trade for you. At the moment, we have 718 ticks on the future based on one contract, PNL 74, 71.25, 75. Again, the Russell, we are struggling today all day long with the Russell. There is a very nice short to trade, but it is a very quick. I don't want to do that. So I'm waiting on a little reversal. I prefer to take it to the other side right now. We took the short trades on all of them. Now we wanted to see if we can, because once you are on this yellow target now, it is a very high risk trading. Once you get between those two lines, if we notice those two lines for the ones that have been following me, the market never fell on those. I cannot say never, but most of the time it will never fail, most of the time. If we look at the NASDAQ, it's the same story between the two yellow lines. If we look at the YM, it's the same story between those two yellow lines. If we want to look at the any market, CL, we are, if we look earlier today, the CL came into the between those two yellow lines and then kick back. So you cannot dismiss the critical area, not unless if one of those guys, you have 20, 25 years on your back, and you know when you need to override the market. But for a normal guy, been around for 5, 6 years, stay away from the trouble, because once you come in between those two yellow lines, you are on a very high risk probability. So let's see what will happen. At the moment, there is no trades, guys. There is no trades. I'm trying to call a trades in between the automated, but there is no trades right now. Nothing to chew on anyway. On the Forex, I made it a little bit less complicated than the futures, and but it's the same story. But you can use, I made them a very fine line and simplify that. And of course, you can fully automate it. But for me, as a person, I like to take and get my targets, and I like to do that. But if you don't want to do that, you can have the automated trade take over. But this is the advantage that we made fully automated in an ATM, because on the ATM I can control my trade. And I mean, I like to be in control with my trades, and I like to challenge myself and override the automated trading. Now, some of the traders, sometimes they don't like that, but I can accept that. So leave it alone. But we you can do both actually. But I'm a kind of guy, I like to move my training stuff myself sometimes, or I need to replace my target somewhere else. And if I see the market is buying, why in a hurry to exit that trade anyway? So this is my things. So uh, right now we have 797, 800 ticks. ES, if you look at the ES 47 ticks, NASDAQ 138, YM 142, 6 ticks on the Russell, and then CL 13 ticks. Oh boy, is hammering. Oh boy, I love it. Oh boy, I love it. And then 87.50 on the 6E. Actually, we had just, as I remember, we had just a new signal on the 6E. Oh boy. Be careful. This is one of the things when you see the market going fast, this is the most important thing. You should not take a market order here, because when it moves that fast, any kind of trade on the future trading, do not manually enter the market order here. Do not do that, because when that bar goes that fast and drop that fast, there is a pullback. So we can take the pullback entry if we wanted to take the pullback entry, but do not to try to fly with that one. So um, um, actually, if you are very fast, oh God, we have an entry, but it is, I wanted to pull back here a little bit. I missed it. Look, came in right to the target. That's very fine. Let it pull back a little bit. Let it pull back somewhere around 1125. Then we can hammer it to the short. I hear it when it does that, because I know there is a pullback. When the market drops very fast, there is a pullback. So let's wait. As we said on the Russell, you will have that problem at the 14 level, and your target is 11.3. I want to go back, keep my eye on the ES, waiting on the pullback, re-entry. Waiting on the pullback. Because when the market is going fast like this, you have to be very fast with your hand, and I don't like it. when it goes that fast. I prefer to wait till it come down a little bit, and we have a little retracement, and then trying to find an entry is much better than to try to enter the market when the market is going very fast. So I missed out on this one. I should have been faster. It's too late to do anything on it. Nothing we can do. I missed out on it. Okay, I'm gonna stay on the side and see what will happen. It's too dangerous to take the ES here. I'm not calling that trade. It's too dangerous to take that ES. So I'm gonna try to find something else to take a trade. Because we have the target and we have the two yellow lines, and I don't want it for somebody is not fast enough to exit. I don't want it to do that. This is a very dangerous area. So I'm not going to be calling that trade short. It is, you have to be very quick. So we're not doing this one. We'll wait. We'll take a different entry on the ES, either short or long. But in this area right now, I'm not too happy for any trader to go in right now between those two yellow lines, and the target is in between. It's very risky. So let's sit on the side and see if we can find something else. For the ones can afford it, not everyone, but for the ones can afford it, this is where an area, I mean, I don't know about overbought, oversold indicators. That never worked for me. I mean, but for the ones that like a reversal, this is where the probability is 8 out of 10. This is where you need to start reverse this market. And one of the most profit ones, I promised I will be covering a little bit about reversal. I'm not going to be doing it today, but this is where it is a brilliant idea for a NASDAQ or a YM. Once this, you see that the target is between those two yellow lines, we don't know exactly when it's going to turn around, but if we notice above the bars, it was a yellow stars. You see that? And now we just got this green star. This is another indication that we are changing the direction of that trade. So now we are waiting on a new signal to enter. But for the ones that have the proper amount, $5 on the NASDAQ per tick, you can afford to turn around and take those trades from here. Because if we notice right now, the ES there is a buying power coming in. So let's see what will happen on the buying power. One thing you gotta be careful. We have the first resistance line at 27.14.25, and the major one 16.25. So if you are in a reversal mood or you are in a long mood trade, you gotta keep your eye on the 14.25. Your second final destination is 16.25. So watch this market very careful between those two lines. If you wanted to go long, I'm not going long on those. Let's look at the CL. Maybe we can find something on the CL. If it crossed, it's about to cross. For the CL, if you wanted to take it, you have to put it around the 19 level. And then you have to exit at 43. Watch the CL. It seems like it's going to break it this time. You see where's the CL? It's been for over 1 hour on the 71.17. So if you want to go long, you got to make sure. I'm going to make it bigger for you here. We need to cross this line. This line, the 71.17, has been struggling on the CL all day long. So there we go. There is a lot of buyers. So this is practically a genuine entry, right? If the bar close above the 17. So this is a genuine entry all the way to the 71.43. So you got around 30 ticks in that trade, but make sure that bar close above. And there we go. There we go. Yes, this is the first lift off on the CL and is direct non-stop to 71.43. That will give you around 30 ticks on that one. On the ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones, there is no signals right now for an entry. So this is the only entry I can see. We notice, if you notice, the Russell today is not willing to give anything today, the Russell, then fine, we can set it on the side. This is going to go up. We have a very good trend. This is struggling on the 71.17. I mean, it is right in front of us. It's going to keep going. It's going to keep trying. Let's see. This 71.17, if we look at the CL, has been struggling number since 10 o'clock this morning, has not been able to penetrate that line all day long. And they're trying to push it and break that line, the 71.17. So this is the key on the CL. On the ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones, is just sit on the side. There is nothing. It's just noises. And we don't trade noises. This is noise right now. So we're not trading noises. It's just misleading traders. So we're not going to touch it right now, the ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones. We're still looking at this magic number, the 17. I mean, it is so accurate. So accurate. Just keeping our eye on the ES if we're going to have a new signal. Right now, we have the major resistance line at 27.16.25, and we have a minor resistance at 27.14. This is not your game, guys. Just step out of it. Now, stay on the side. We need to see if those guys gonna able to break the second one here. If they are, then we have a new signal. But look at this one here. You see how the first resistance line at 27.14, followed by the 27.16. As long as this market is hanging in there, there is no long trade, folks. There is no long trade. Even your auto trade, whatever auto trade you are using, is not going to make it. You're going to just lose a couple $100 for nothing. So CL is still struggling. Let's keep our eye on the CL. This is the most critical area for you right now to take any kind of trades, whether you are a manual or automated. The only thing is in that trade here is a short entry. We do not have a long entry. If you reverse this market from somewhere here using some kind of system you have, you need to start keeping your eye very close on this area, because this is a very heavy resistance. And at the moment, I will not mess with it. So let me keep my eye on the CL. We need to break the 71.17. We're not able to do that yet. And look how many bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars. From 10 o'clock until now has not been able to break that number. 71.17 has not been able all day long. So if you are automated trading and whatever automated system you are using, now you know why your CL did not make money. So I'm gonna take a couple minutes and get fresh coffee, and let me see if we're gonna be able to take anything on the ES. Right now there is nothing. No, nothing. So I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes. I'll get fresh coffee. Be right back. Thank you. Now we have, if we notice, the ES is gonna go ahead and retest the final destination for the short side on the ES is 1625. So whether you are automated trading or you're manual trading, it is very important for us to see if this one here able to break it or not, the 1625. So whether you are automated long, if you're auto trade taking a long, keep your eye on your chart because the 1625 might reject. Or if you want to thinking to take long on the ES at the moment, please wait a few seconds because it is a very critical area and it is not in your favor right now to cross this market. There is the market. I hear all the time you have to follow the rules. There is no rules in this business. Is a change from one day to another, and your rules also has to change from one day to another. So you cannot adjust one size fit all. Sometimes you have to understand the situation. If you are just a new trader, there is a lot of corner you have to cover before you call that trade. In another word, first of all, for me, I have to see if we look at the market analyzer, we have a sell entry on the Nasdaq, sell entry on the Nasdaq, and a YM on the sell. And I like to see the 30-year Treasury bond is on the opposite direction. That tells me now we are in synchronizing perfectly in the market. Sometimes what you see in this, even if you are automated and you say this is not my problem, yes, sir, it is your problem, because when they are not in sequence like what we are looking at right now, most of the time the auto trade can misread the signal, and if the Nasdaq is to the short side and the ES to the long side, you have a problem. Or a couple days ago, I saw the 30-year treasury bond is going on the same direction on the ES. So which one is wrong? Which one is wrong? So this is a really important that we don't need to learn price action, but at least we know we need to see the momentum, the pressure in the market. It's like when you are looking at your tires, we need to see those pressure in the market to see which direction. The momentum is peace. Okay, we have a new signal, folks. A new signal on the ES 2716. And it says here new signal, and 16 target 2727. Okay, we have a new signal, new entry. And if you notice on the dome, you have a new entry here. It is really pleasant, and then you can connect your auto trade to it. A little pullback, do not let it scare you. If we notice also, the Nasdaq is on the trailing stop 2. The trailing stop 2 is the resistance. You see that? There we go, lift off. Okay, if you are entering that market, remember we have a resistance line at 2050. So at the 2050, you're gonna see a little bit struggling at the 2050. I'm sorry, 27, 20, 50. Exactly where is the mouth. And this one here, if we notice right now, we're about to have a new signal. There we go. We're about to have a new signal on the Nasdaq. You see where it's playing with the trailing stop 2. So we're about to have a new signal on the Nasdaq. It has to confirm. Okay, there we go. We have a new entry on the Nasdaq, and we have a new entry on the YM. You can see him from your dome. And remember, if you are taking those trades, we have a little turbulence on the 27, 20, 50. And let's look at the Nasdaq entry on the. It's not following. The charts are slower than the dome for some reason. We'll come to NinjaTrader 8. Okay, we'll stay on here till that chart follow it. For the ones has not took that trade, I will uh, try to find re-entry point somewhere. Hold on. Let's see. Get ready. The minute I find an entry, re-entry, I will be calling ESYM Nasdaq. Stay with it. Stay with it. I'm looking for an entry. If the one did not take those entries, we'll find a minimum one. Still flirting with that entry level. So let's see. Hold on, guys. Let's see what will happen here. We're about to go in. Trying to make one more trade before 12. Let's see if we can do that. A little pullback. I'm just trying to find a pullback re-entry. We're about to have it. I'm trying to get one before 12 o'clock because at 12 o'clock nothing is going to happen. So hopefully we can still squeeze one more trade. Hold on, guys. Just trying to find one. We're about to go in. I just need those bars to close to see where they're going to close. I need the ES to close above the 17 level. We are back to the entry point. Okay. I'm hoping it's not going to die on us today. That it's too early. I mean, we're still way far from the 12 o'clock. So let's see if we can get anything out of this one here. On the CL, still we're not able to break the 71.17. We have a re-entry point at 7103. So you can see how this market right now getting stuck between the resistance 71.17 and the 7108, and there is nothing on the CL to chew on. There we go. I have the ATM on the you see the target. You can use fully automated or you can use the target, and then you can also, that's why I like to use the ATM. I can use it on the trailing stop 1 or on the trailing stop 2, or so the fully automated and the ATM, they're both the same entry. It is nice to have it there's a lot of buying going on. We have a new signal. So that's why I like the ATM much more than the fully automated. Okay. NinjaTrader 8 will not allow me to move the chart from the Forex. Maybe because I have too many charts. I don't know. But it's been driving me crazy, the NT8. Oh, now I found it. Okay. Let's look at the CL. Okay, we're about to have a new entry on the CL. It took forever today on the 7117. Was not able to break this area. So now we should have an entry on the short. Okay, we have a new entry on the NASDAQ. Here is your NASDAQ entry. And we should have a new entry on the CL right now. The new signal on the NASDAQ is the entry is 69.2225. And the target is 69.4875. Trying to get you new signal before lunchtime. We're waiting on the 7093 on the CL. Let me go back to the ES. I think the market is dying out, and now we are right at the entry with the Nasdaq and Dow Jones. I'm sorry, with the ES, and on the Nasdaq, please mark that one for you. The target on the Nasdaq is 69.4275. You have a resistance at 69.3850. On the ES, you have an entry at 2716, target 272625, and then you have a resistance at 272050. Let's look at the YM. The YM has not been taking a new signal yet, and it is struggling between The trailing stop 1 and the trailing stop 2. You see that? So this is really bad. So let's look at the NASDAQ. Remember, you have a resistance at 69.38. And then we have a resistance at 27.20, 25. Okay. This one is going to drive us crazy. Well, we are getting close to the lunchtime, folks. I tried my best to squeeze a trade before we leave, but it seems like it's going to play as yo-yo, the market, and I prefer to sit on the side and go for lunch. So, guys, thank you very much for today, and I will try my best tomorrow at the same time, trying to highlight what's going on in the market. I have not looked at it. If you can subscribe and then you get notification. If one of my members know, let me know, or I need to send the link. I don't know, but I'll try to post it. But hopefully tomorrow we will go again, go another round, and try to use the automated trading, and we try to use a trade in between, manual trading as well, and trying to see if I can get squeeze something in there on the CL. It's not good. And let me see on the ES. It's not good. So, folks, I think this is it. Thank you very much. God bless you. And please be careful with your trading. And see you tomorrow. Bye for now.